over your opinion. In real life, you trade them. Know it? Trade it.
I live next door, so my son's very close with him. It's just not black and white.
Investigators then sent a portion of the DVR recording to an FBI crime lab for enhancement.
I remember thinking, the chances of this helping us are probably slim because this victim is old.
DNA testing was also ordered on some of the blood evidence, and a forensic expert was hired to help determine how the shooting took place.
We retained the services of Dr. Wayne Ross, who is a highly respected forensic pathologist and a blood pattern expert.
About a month later, the enhanced DVR audio was back. Again, 911 says it was arguing right up until the moment the gun went off. What do you hear on that tape?
Lots of curses back and forth, yelling, screaming.
There's no apology without a few words. But the official Bruce transcript notes that Bruno and Melissa were cursing and calling each other names. The transcript also notes the sound of a dog barking. Then Melissa shouts, "I didn't do anything." Listen closely. Nearly 30 minutes after they first pulled into the driveway, Melissa told Bruno that he had to leave because of something he'd previously done hundreds of times, said Melissa. A bit later, Melissa reheard confidence. Then it sounds like things are being thrown. Just seconds later, the gun goes off.
It was not an accident. They were fighting the entire time, and then the gunshot goes off.
Joanne says she hasn't been able to listen to the recording, but has read the transcript.
I was horrified. Of course I cried. And I can picture my sister yelling at him, screaming at him, and those very last few moments realizing that this is it.
Also horrifying is the sound of Kelsey's scream after her father called her over and she first discovered her mother. She says she doesn't remember questioning her father that night, but she did. And Bruno's answer gave police yet another version of his story. He implied that Melissa had been the one holding the gun. A little over 2 weeks later, Mark Powell says forensic expert Dr. Wayne Ross confirmed what both Alan and Danny Nylon had suspected about how all the blood got on the wall behind Bruno.
It was very clear that he was on top of his wife, that he was using his hands to hold her and threaten her with the gun.
And so where do you say Bruno was at that time?
Almost in the middle of the bed, turned around, facing the bed.
The theory is that Melissa tried to escape Bruno's grip, and there was a struggle.
And through a struggle, his hand gets loose. He fires the gun at the same time. There's blood evidence that starts here and travels in a right to left pattern, and that is Bruno's blood. And the only way that could be explained is if Bruno did a motion like this with his hand after the bullet struck it. I don't know how you actually shoot when you're standing over your wife with a gun, threatening to shoot her, and you discharge a bullet by pulling the trigger. So in my world, that's not accidental, that's murder with malice.
What do you think your sister would say about all this?
Her If she was here, she would say, lock his ass up and get away from my kids and my grandkids.
On June 2nd, 2022, a warrant was issued for Bruno's arrest. Chelsea says her father was well aware and well prepared.
He had guns all over. His nightstand was pictures of my mom. They were never there.
On the morning of June 3rd, 2022, two Pennsylvania State Police troopers followed Bruno Rakuba on his way to work. Corporal Greg Allen says they were taking any chances with Rakuba's arrest.
Chelsea said he had a lot of guns. We considered something could go wrong.
Whenever you have an arrest warrant in your hand, you try to take every precaution that you can.
North on 171.
In the end, they pulled Rakuba over in a traffic stop on his way to work.
Buddy.
Alright, hold up. Right here. Okay, you ever got any guns on?
It was June 3rd, 2022. Immediately following Dr. Lewis's death, and Rakuba was charged with murder. There was also a charge of theft for the money prosecutors say he took from his daughter.
55, do it. 55, 55. Let me get all of them.
Chelsea, who was still feeling conflicted, decided to help her father pay his legal bills.
Wilson, I still didn't want it to be worse.
Rakuba once again hired Joe DeAndrea and pled not guilty.
Is Bruno still telling the same story?
You never waited for this story. That
Line out.
But DeAndrea says he was last seen and hearing the evidence for the first time, and says there was a lot to explain to a jury, like the various versions of Rakuba's stories, all captured on tape. The most challenging, said DeAndrea, at police walkthrough.
Now.
no, Bruno didn't make a statement. He probably remembers that.
Also concerning to DeAndrea
buddy?
is how a jury would feel about Rakuba's relationship with Simon Tesky, and the question of when it began.
Possible motive?
Well, clearly, it's not a motive. The jury's sure whether they like him for doing it.
Tanya Wojcicki declined our request for an interview, but sent this text saying there was never an affair. Bruno Rakuba never responded to our request for an interview. But Joe DeAndrea says he was most concerned about how the jury would react to Melissa's final moments.
When you hear screaming and somebody shot, the jury conclude you shot him.
But I didn't want to take any chances with Trump guilty or take a plea together. Spend the rest of his life in jail.
DeAndrea said he spent the next 2 years building his case around his best evidence, that bloody wound to his client's hand.
Who would pull a bullet through their hand to kill somebody? No, no.
But in May 2024, 2 years after this arrest, as Rakuba's trial approached, both sides agreed to a plea deal, third-degree murder, and no charge of theft.
It wasn't that he intentionally killed Melissa. His actions were reckless.
Having a gun, drinking, living in a chamber, safeties off. In a pretty passionate argument.
That's a good scripture for some bad stuff to happen. But still,
It may very well be your sister's own voice that ultimately put him behind bars. I never really thought about it like that.
Okay.
On January 8th, 2025, Joanne attended Rakuba's sentencing hearing and read him her victim impact statement.
I looked at him first. He didn't even look at me, because I know it's like seeing a ghost. Because I look like my sister.
Cameras were not allowed in the courtroom.
Through all of this, we have never shared an ounce of remorse.
So Joanne shared her statement during our interview.
As far as what you did to your daughters, Bryn killed their mother. You tried to erase her existence, but you cannot erase her memories. If there was a trial, would you testify against him? Yes. You said that quickly. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, my mom deserves justice. My mom, she should be here.
Bruno Rakuba was sentenced to 12 to 40 years behind bars. With time served, Rakuba could be up for parole starting in 2035.
Now that he's gone, we can breathe a little bit better, but it doesn't change the hurt or the pain or what we have to work through as a family. And we'll revisit this in 10 more years. Because every single time he comes up for parole, I will be there to protect him.
Chelsea and Sabrina both say they have very mixed feelings about their father and what justice looks like.
He took someone's life, and it wasn't an accident. He doesn't deserve to get out. I want him to get out at the same time because I love him and I miss him. Everybody's like, oh, you finally get justice. Good for you. I got justice for my mom, but now I just lost my father. My son lost his grandfather, and it's hard on my son. That's who I have to protect. How are you keeping your mom's memory alive? I have all of our pictures all over my fridge, and I tell my daughter how wonderful her grandmother was and how much my mom loved being a grandmother. She cared about my son more than anything. She loved that little boy. Show me. And I think she wouldn't want my son to hurt the way that this has hurt.
Me too. Just weeks after our interview on March 10th, 2025, Chelsea says her son Greg was out riding his all-terrain vehicle when he collided with an SUV and died. He was just 13 years old. Another tragic loss for a family that had already lost so much.
It's something that you read in a book or see on TV, not in your own life. It just doesn't feel like this should be our story as a family.
Boogie this morning, yo. All of it.
Funnels are out. These smartest brands today are using Loop Marketing, an ever-changing framework that keeps working again and again because it matches how people actually buy, fast, distracted, and across multiple touch points. Want to know which stage you should jump in?
The other day, since I was 12 years old, and right now thought about my sister, Danny. That day in September of 1996, Danny disappeared.
GPZ opens the door to the top asset
My name's
manager,
Stephanie. Danny was my older sister.
private equity, credit,
So y'all gonna have to give me just a second. And I'll be right back on. I'm gonna redo all my shit real quick.
What every little sister looks up to.
Hey guys, and welcome.
She was upset with my parents.
Kit with the
Some space
marked blue symbol, as well as Senator Schlammersvik, and then hand them both over to the therapist. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you find this guide useful. For this task you are going to need the cottage back door key. Now this key is a wee bit expensive on the flea market, going for around about 400k. I would actually recommend buying that key. There is a safe in the top of the cottages, as well as one that is behind a lock. So you can actually get 2 safes out of this, which does mean that you can actually make the money back. It does spawn in jackets as well as in the pockets and bags of scabs, and there is a spawn in Shoreline right next to the cottage, which is where we're going to be going. So I will show you actually where the key does spawn when we are doing the task. But if you do need help actually doing this task, you can always head over to our Discord. We do have a task with helpline over there, so if you need to get access to any sort of rooms or do a bit of difficult tasks, we can help you inside of the Discord. And the map in front of you is showing.
Ah, there's a nerd.
I was at home. My dad came home and told my mom, and I could hear him telling her that
In the 2 locations on Shoreline. The first one is on the top left hand corner, which is at the cottages, and the second one is down at the pier. So we are here up at the cottages right here. So this is the locked cottage and that is the unlocked cottage. I will show you where the cottage key spawns first of all. Literally right here on these barrels of water it can spawn. Also, this door surprisingly unlocks an awful lot. So I would actually recommend if you loiter around a bit and then maybe come here later in the raid, as there are 2 safes like I said earlier, so 9 times out of 10 it is unlocked by a loot runner. So what you're going to need to do is go in through the main door and go through the next door, follow around to the right hand side and go straight upstairs. You're going to go to the door on the far left hand side, this one here that's open for us. There's a plant pot right here, and basically the ophthalmoscope is inside that plant pot right there. Now for the CMS kit. So we are down here at the pier. Right there you can see the gas station, and right here is the blue building, which is like kind of a check-in location, customs building. What we're gonna want.
I spent 27 years on the Los Angeles Police Department, and when I retired, I moved here to Bozeman, Montana.
I'm looking up something, y'all. Give me just a second.
Investigation into Danny's death.
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Do I know where the body was?
there is zero doubt in my mind that David